Ross there. Well, Metro Atlanta's most famous granite mountain may be the one with the big carving on it, but there's another that offers a fascinating look at a hidden world.
Arabia Mountain plays host to a surprising number of plants and wildlife, all of them visible thanks to miles of hiking and biking trails. And Good Day's Paul Milliken is live in Lithonia this morning. Paul, you finally took my advice. I've been telling you for years. Dude, take a hike.
Yeah. And man, I set you up with the plants and wildlife. You were supposed to say, I'm one of those native wildlife. I thought it was for sure it was going to happen.
I like
any
take
minute,
a hike
but
better.
You'll pick it up next time. Yeah. I got to tell you, I love this place. It is so beautiful here. I've only been up Arabia Mountain one time before, and I've been wanting to come back ever since. And I tell you, when you get up here, first of all, it is a little bit of a hike, so we were a bit winded, but it felt good to get some exercise. But once you get up here and you look around, I mean, you feel like you are in the middle of nowhere. It is hard to believe we're really only minutes from downtown. I mean, we're still in DeKalb County, and you can just barely see a little bit of the skyline in the distance, but it's kind of hidden enough that you really do feel like maybe you're in North Georgia or even in another state. I mean, there's cactus up here, which is just incredible. So this is a great place to come for a hike this spring and summer. And when you're here, you might run into this guy, our good friend Ranger Robbie. How are you?
Good morning.
It's great to see you, and I'm so glad to be back. And first of all, for people out there who maybe don't even know this exists in their own backyard, it's the Davidson Arabia Nature Preserve. And tell me what you've got here.
Yeah, we're DeKalb County green space, almost 2,500 acres with trails, lakes for fishing, hiking, walking, biking.
Yeah.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, I mean, I know Blaze behind the camera comes out here and bikes all the time. So if you love to road bike or mountain bike, you come out here. And then also, of course, you've got the hiking trails to walk up. And the views up here really all year round are amazing, right?
It's a surprising, amazing view here.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the plant life up here, because you get up here and we're standing on a lot of rock. And by the way, for any geologists watching out there, what kind of rock are we actually standing on?
So this is a granitic gneiss. And so a lot of people want to call it granite, but we're actually not. We're 400 million years old here.
Wow, that's amazing. And so, again, you stand on the rock and you think there is no way that plants could survive. But not only do they survive, some of them thrive. So, first of all, you got these really green kind of bushes or shrubs back there. What are those?
So those are the Sparkleberry. They're in the blueberry family, and they're super resilient and tough and can survive out here.
Can I just say, I think I could probably survive on a diet only of Sparkleberry. I don't think it's edible. You shouldn't eat it, but I just love the name. Sparkleberry up here on the mountain. Meanwhile, down here you've got these little things poking out. You told me those are called what again?
Those are the rabbit ears, and they bloom a beautiful yellow each spring, a real delight on the mountain.
I love that. And then you've got some purple flowers here. Do you know what those are?
Yep, those are spider warts, and those grow both on Arabia Mountain, and we might even encounter those growing out of the crack in the sidewalk in the city.
Oh, that's cool. What's amazing, again, is the fact that these are thriving up here on the mountain. How do they do that? Are they just that hardy?
They are that hardy, but they have unique adaptations that allow them to, whether it's store water like a cactus or the upward leaf that you mentioned, has less surface area to the sun, so that saves energy on the planet.
Oh,
so these plants are brilliant, and they have little tricks up their sleeve that enable them to survive in a really harsh environment.
Yeah, and you also have up here some plants and things like that that are extremely rare too. And I know one of them is the really famous Dimorpho, which has already bloomed for the year, so you won't see it, but it's a bright red. But so you really got to be careful when you're up here walking around, because there are certain plants underfoot here that are extremely rare, right?
Absolutely. We have two federally endangered species on Arabia Mountain, believe it or not.
Yeah, what are those?
That's the black spored quillwort. It's a mouthful.
Yeah.
And then we also have the snorkel wart.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, so we're going to go continue on our hike here in a minute, and we're going to see something else that you said is going to be pretty neat. So what are we looking for?
All right, it's May, and that's the time when the mountain laurel bloom.
Ooh.
And people might be surprised that we have that here in DeKalb County, but we do. It's a beautiful thing to see.
I love that. All right, so we're going to continue on our hike. I think the mountain laurel's just over this rim over here. So we're going to go take the hike that Buck wants us to, and we'll see you next hour, hopefully with some of the mountain laurel blooming over there. I've been posting a lot of pictures, by the way, on my social media accounts. Everywhere you look is a really incredible view. And again, this is in our own backyard. It's hard to believe. It really doesn't feel like we're anywhere near the city. You don't hear the traffic, nothing. It's just beautiful.
Got more advice for you, too. Grab a handful of those Sparkleberries, and you'll be fine. Eat as many as you want as you take your hike. You'll be fine.
Don't do it, Paul.
Just
don't
don't
do
work
it.
out my sustenance. Yeah, I am a Sparkleberry.
Yes, you are.
Sparkle.
Don't touch them.